So students, today we study about the proactive routing protocols. In proactive routing protocols, we have to only study about DSDV. So proactive routing protocols, these are table driven protocols. Each node that have a table, and whenever the transmission of data packets occur, then the table updated according to the next route. So destination sequence distance vector routing protocol, this is a type of proactive routing protocol. Again we have wireless routing protocol, wireless routing protocol. Then we have cluster based gateway routing protocol. Then source tree adaptive routing protocol, that is STAR. So these are the common advantages and shortcomings of these protocols. So what is the advantage? Advantage of the protocol is key delay. The advantages of the protocol is low delay of route setup process. So we know that in DSGV there are the tables and that are updated according to the destination. So low delay of route setup process. All routes are immediately available because the table contains the next node address. So all routes are immediately available. The disadvantage of this DSDV or proactive routing protocols are high bandwidth requirements. Update due to link loss leads to high control overheads. So updates are done whenever the link loss occur, then updates due to link loss leads to high control overhead, that they required very high control. The next disadvantage of proactive routing protocols are low scalability. That means control overhead is proportional to the number of nodes. That means if in a network, whenever the number of nodes increase, then the control on that particular nodes are increased accordingly. So this scalability is low, because if the size of the network increase, then the control overhead increase, and in this way, if we increase the network in too much size, then almost control is lost, or it takes very much time. The another disadvantage is high storage requirement. So we know that this is a table driven protocol. So each node contain the tables, and in that table the entry of the next node is stored. So when in a network, if each node store tables, then it needs the high storage requirement. So whole table must be in the memory. Each node contain a table. So all of the nodes in the network contain the tables that store the nodes entry. So whole table must be in memory. So the first example of proactive routing protocols are DSDV, that is destination sequence distance vector routing protocol. So this is the modification of the Bellman-Ford algorithm, where each node maintains the shortest path to the destination. We all know that DSDV is based on the Bellman-Ford algorithm. So in the Bellman-Ford algorithm, we have to calculate the shortest path to the distance. The first node on the shortest path, so through which we can maintain the tables of all of the nodes. So this protocol is characterized by the following. Routes to destination are readily available at each node in the routing table. So routing table contains the routes to the destination node. Routing tables are exchanged between neighbors at regular intervals. So each node contains a routing table. So these routing tables are exchanged between neighboring nodes after a particular time interval. Routing tables are also exchanged when significant changes in local topology are observed by a node. So in this reason, for this reason also, the tables are exchanged between the nodes. So routing table updates can be of two types. There are two types of routing tables, that is, the first one is incremental updates, so the second one is full dumps. So in the if we take the routing tables incremental updates, two type of routing tables are here, then take place when a node does not observe significant changes in a local topology. So if the node does not observe significant changes in local topology, then we have used the incremental updates. And full dumps take place when significant changes of local topology are observed. So these two types of routing tables used in DSDV. So here example of routing table is, this network is given here, the destination is 6, okay, and the source node is 1. So from 1 to 6, next node is 3 and distance is 2 nodes. From 1 to 5, from 1 to 5 the destination from 1 to 5 the destination is 5, and the nodes are the next node is from 3. We have 2 nodes. So this is the example of routing table of DSDV. Okay, the reconfiguration of path used for ongoing data transfer is done as follows. So the end node of the broken link send a table update messages with broken link's weight assigned to infinity, then sequence number greater than the stored sequence number for the destination. Each node resends this message to its neighbors to propagate the broken link to the network. The next one is, even sequence number is generated by end node or by all other nodes. So single link break leads to propagation of routing table updates through the whole network. In this way, whenever a broken link occurs, all of the information sent to the rest of the network. So this is the route updates in DSDV. Route maintenance in DSDV is performed as follows. When a neighbor node perceives a link break, node 3, it sets all routes through broken link to infinity, then broadcasts its routing table. In this way, the node 5 receives update message. It informs neighbors about the shortest distance to node 6. Again, this information is propagated through the network and all node updates their routing tables. Node 1 may now sends their packets through route 1 to 3 to 5 to 6 instead of 1, 3, 6. So in this way the DSDV protocol works. Thank you.